I'm biking across Canada for mental health, and this is the less glamorous side of it. I I'm having a slow day. I'm just slow and thinking and speaking and doing, and it's not too hot. I mean, it's a warm day, but it's not too hot. I've been in the shade. My tent's over there. I I'm going to Regina. I'm in Aylesbury, Saskatchewan, and it's 100 kilometers to Regina. I was going to bike there today. Not keen about the shoulders. In some places, most of the shoulders are fine. 3 meters wide, great. That's like the best you can get for shoulders. But along this highway, Route 11, some are some are 2 feet wide, which isn't too bad. In Northern Ontario, that's probably the norm, I think. So I should get used to it. But the sometimes there's no shoulder. It's this white line and the pavement, and then but there is always like the 3 meters of gravel on the side. It's a very wide shoulder, so I can bike on that, and that's what I was doing yesterday for those sections, biking on the gravel. One good thing is the highway isn't super busy. It's fairly busy, and all the Saskatchewan drivers, they pull way over into the other lane. So nice. They say the locals here said, yes, that's what we do. We pull way over for cyclists or maybe other people on the side of the highway. And it's, as a cyclist, that is wonderful. It's so wonderful. So it's a 4 lane highway. It's 2 lanes on each side. On most of the cars are just in one lane. It's not like two cars coming at the same time side by side. That very rarely happens here. If it does, I just pull over if the shoulder's not that wide. I got a flat yesterday, and at the end of the day, and what I should have done is run my fingers around the inside of the tire to make sure there's no sharp objects in the tire itself. I put a new tube in last night, but sure enough, there's a little piece of wire. Jeff Slater, thanks for telling me about the wire. He walked me through it this morning. Thanks to Nathan and Croft and James and Fiona, and I might be forgetting some other people, Dwayne, for some bike tire repair tips. And anyway, it's a little piece of wire. The amount of shrapnel from truck tires that explode on the sides of the highways that I've been on so far through the whole trip is incredible. So many just tires explode. And I think what happens is the snowplow or whatever gets a lot of the big parts off, but a lot of the little pieces are just strewn about the shoulders. So because yesterday I was driving on the shoulder, that's probably why I got the little bit of tire in it, or wire in it. Anyway, I patched it up. It took me forever to do that, to get around to doing that. It wasn't until like 45 minutes ago when I did that. It's like almost 3 now. I'm having a slow day. And anyway, so I put a patch on it, a glue patch. I had some glueless patches, which I was told aren't as good as the glue patches. And anyway, I pumped it up, and then I sat there for 20 minutes on my phone because I'm trying to figure out where to go in Regina. Should I go to a campground? Because should I go to a hotel? Should I take a cab through the city? It's 250,000 people. I don't know if it's bikeable. Someone in Regina said someone bikes there all the time. I don't know if I'd get lost. I've been to Regina once in 1992 when I biked through it, I guess, but I have no memory of it, to be honest, what the city's like for busyness. Everything was all mapped, all planned and organized for me last time. I do remember being in it, just so vague. Um, and So I don't know, there's campgrounds there. There's a Louis Riel highway into the city. The shoulders don't look good on that, so I thought I might take the 11 down to the Trans-Canada Highway, go that way. That would add on a bit of time. It would also go around the city. Just looking at campgrounds and hotels. Part of me doesn't want to stay in a hotel. I mean, they're like, I haven't found a cheap one yet. I haven't done a ton of digging, but some that are near at the edge of the city are like 130 plus tax. So, you're pushing $200 for a night, 180 or something, or 170, whatever it comes to with tax. And I could spend $20 at a campground. And there's a number of campgrounds at the edge of the city too, on the Trans-Canada on the east side. It's 3 to Regina. Center of the city is 100 kilometers from here. That's like 5 hours of biking, maybe 6. The wind's kind of not super strong today, but it would be a slight tailwind, I think. So it's 3, get there by 9. It's pretty dark here by 9. Well, not dark, but the sun's the last rays of sunshine are just going down at 9 o'clock, and it's light till 10, but there's no sort of sunshine, which helps to see the sun beams hitting my safety vest help make me more visible. So anyway, the tire is deflating. When I was waiting 20 minutes on the phone, the tire deflated again. So I've obviously not found the hole. Nathan, thank you. He said it's probably the patch. It's not good, or not put on well, or I don't know. So that's my next step. So now I'm thinking, well, will I make it to Regina? So there's a few communities along the way, along Route 11. Before Regina, there's food along the way. There's no food where I am now. This is the Aylesbury campground. It's a nice campground. It's small. Washrooms, showers. Aylesbury's, I don't know, 30, 50 people maybe, 10, 20 homes, I don't know. It's a few blocks. There's a hotel here with a bar. I don't know if they've got food there. Some say they do, some say they don't, depending on the day, or I don't know. But I'll have to go somewhere. I've had some granola bars today and not much water. There is a boil water advisory notice on the washrooms there, so I haven't had any of the water to drink. And I don't have a boil, I don't have a camp stove to boil water. Jean-Francois Duprat did give me a thing you stick in water to make it purified, to be able to drink it. It's like a survival thing. I haven't tried it yet. To be honest, I'm just hesitant to do that because I've never purified water before in any way. Not even boiled it, to be honest. I mean, boiled to cooking. But yes, I can boil water. But anyway, so just logistics. A day of logistics and not knowing which one to do and feeling slow. Good things are, there was a bit of a tailwind today, which would have been beautiful for biking. It's sunny, it's not raining, it's not snowing. Could have been snowing, there's no smoke. The bugs aren't bad. I've got one little fly or horsefly that's trying to bite my ankles every 5 minutes out here, but other than that, it could be a lot worse. But yeah, this is the less glamorous side. It's not the woohoo biking across Canada, look at me go. It's not that today. It's anyway. And then after, so I did find out for after Regina, there are on the TCH, there are some communities. I posted, there's a Bike Across Canada Facebook group. There's 4,000 members in there, so I posted today, does anybody know places to stay about 100 kilometers apart from Regina to Winnipeg along the TCH? One guy said, I just did that route a week or two ago. You can see where I stayed. He stayed at Grenfell and then Elkhorn. There was Oak Lake Campground. I think the bathroom's under construction, so he went to Grand Valley Campground west of Winnipeg, west of Brandon. Then he went to Carberry. Jane Dool, I think it was you, who commented there's someone in Carberry I could stay with. I haven't gotten back to you. Or no, that was someone else. It was a minister in the area here. Thank you. I haven't gotten back to you about that. Maybe I'll stay in Carberry. And then Portage la Prairie and Winnipeg, St. Anne, and then Kenora. Sorry, St. Anne, Whiteshell, and then Kenora. Kenora is the first one in Ontario. So I was able to, mostly I've just been thinking the last few days of how to get to Regina, and I hadn't been thinking too far past Regina about the logistics past there. So yeah, it's so I did get today to think more about the route from Regina to Winnipeg. So I have made some progress. I've talked to some people. I guess sometimes too, it's just nice to have a conversation with someone you know. God bless telephones. To have someone to chat with who knows you. So, because yeah, I don't really do a whole lot of talking. I mean, I talk to strangers. I make my YouTube videos. I love doing these. But to have like a conversation on the phone with somebody is, it helps me immensely. It actually helped me a lot through my recovery of schizophrenia for years, talking to people on the phone. If there wasn't anybody nearby who I could physically go and meet with, Phones are just a godsend to have a conversation and get stuff out. So I did a bit of venting today. I'm not stressed. I'm not stressed. I'm not anxious. I'm just, I guess the word I used the other day was perplexed. Just, I don't know what to do. Too many decisions slow me down. The armies know that. That's one of their tactics to slow down the enemy, is to throw too many choices at them. Just bombard them with choices. And well, you can see it worked. It worked for me today. If that's what the cause was, I'm not that physically tired today. I didn't feel like I couldn't move, or I collapsed on the ground or in my tent. Yesterday was a pretty easy day for biking. Yesterday was a beautiful day for biking. Beautiful. Cyclist's paradise. A tailwind where sometimes you didn't even have to pedal. Flying along, not even having to pedal, is just wonderful. It's a wonderful feeling. And I was hoping to get that today and just fly into Regina, but it didn't work out that way. So anyway, I'm going to try another patch on this tire. There's my bike upside down, and well, it's not upside down in Australia. Anyway, thanks for listening. Thanks for all your support and comments and donations and everything. This really means a lot to me. I look forward to these videos. This is a bit of a longer one. Hope I haven't bored any of you. Anyway, thanks so much, guys. See ya.